Have you ever found yourself wondering, how long will I live? Or what can I do to make sure I'm not just living longer, but living well? If so, you're not alone. These are questions many of us start to ask as we get older, especially after 70. And while none of us can predict the exact number of years we have left, science has uncovered some fascinating clues about what predicts longevity and, more importantly, what we can do to improve our chances of living a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. That's exactly what we're going to explore in this video. 7 signs that predict how long you'll live. After 70, scientifically proven. These signs aren't just random guesses or old wives' tales, they're based on real research and studies that have followed thousands of people over decades. And the best part? Many of these signs are within our control. That means we can take steps today to improve our health, happiness, and longevity. So whether you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, this video is for you. We'll dive into the first few signs, and I'll share practical tips and examples to help you apply these insights to your own life. By the end, I hope you'll feel inspired and empowered to take small, meaningful steps toward a brighter future. Sign number 1, your mobility and physical activity levels. Let's start with something we can all relate to: mobility. How easily can you move around? Do you find yourself feeling stiff or achy after sitting for a while? Or maybe you're someone who loves to take daily walks, tend to the garden, or even dance around the living room when your favorite song comes on. Here's the thing. Research shows that mobility is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. In fact, studies have found that older adults who maintain good mobility, meaning they can walk, climb stairs, and perform daily activities without significant difficulty, are more likely to live longer and enjoy a better quality of life. Why is this the case? Well, it's not just about being able to move, it's about what movement does for your body. Regular physical activity strengthens your heart, improves circulation, supports healthy joints, and even boosts your mood. It's like giving your body a tune-up, keeping everything running smoothly. But here's the good news. It's never too late to improve your mobility. Even if you've been less active in recent years, small changes can make a big difference. Start with something simple, like a short walk around the block or a few gentle stretches in the morning. The key is consistency. Over time, you'll likely notice that you feel stronger, more flexible, and more energized. And remember, it's not about running a marathon or lifting heavy weights. It's about finding activities you enjoy and that fit into your daily routine. Maybe it's gardening, swimming, or even dancing in your kitchen. Whatever it is, keep moving. It's one of the best gifts you can give yourself. Sign number 2, your social connections. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you: your social life. Did you know that having strong social connections is just as important for your health as eating well and exercising? It's true. Studies have shown that people with close relationships, whether it's with family, friends, or even a beloved pet, to live longer and have a lower risk of chronic diseases. Why is this the case? Well, humans are social creatures by nature. We thrive on connection, support, and a sense of belonging. When we have people in our lives who care about us, we're more likely to feel happy, motivated, and resilient. On the flip side, loneliness and social isolation can take a toll on both our mental and physical health. If you've ever felt lonely, you're not alone. Many people experience loneliness as they get older, especially if they've lost loved ones or live far from family. But the good news is that it's never too late to build new connections or strengthen existing ones. Here are a few ideas to get started. Reach out to an old friend or family member you haven't talked to in a while. Join a local club or group that aligns with your interests, like a book club, gardening group, or volunteer organization. Consider adopting a pet if you're able to care for one. Pets can provide companionship and even encourage you to stay active. Remember, it's not about having a huge circle of friends. It's about having meaningful connections that bring joy and support to your life. Sign number 3, your diet and nutrition. Next up, let's talk about something we all think about every day: food. What we eat plays a huge role in how we feel and how long we live. But here's the thing, it's not just about eating less or counting calories. It's about nourishing your body with the right kinds of foods. Research has shown that a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases like heart diseases, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can have the opposite effect. Now, I know that changing your diet can feel overwhelming, especially if you've been eating a certain way for decades. But here's the good news. Small changes can add up to big results. For example, try adding an extra serving of vegetables to your meals. Swap out sugary snacks for fresh fruit or a handful of nuts. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water is just as important as eating well. One of my favorite tips is to focus on variety. Eating a wide range of colorful foods ensures that you're getting a mix of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body needs to thrive. Think of it as eating the rainbow peppers, orange carrots, green spinach, blueberries, and so on. And remember, it's okay to enjoy your favorite treats in moderation. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. Now that we've covered these first 3 signs: mobility, social connections, and diet, let's take a moment to reflect. These aren't just random pieces of advice. They're interconnected parts of a bigger picture. When we move our bodies, nurture our relationships, and fuel ourselves with wholesome foods, we're setting the stage for a longer, healthier life. In the next part, we'll explore a few more signs that predict longevity, including the role of mental health, sleep, and even your sense of purpose. But for now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonates most with you? Have you noticed how mobility, social connections, or diet have impacted your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. In the first part of our conversation, we explored 3 key signs that predict how long and how well we'll live after 70. Mobility, social connections, and diet. These are foundational pieces of the puzzle, but there's so much more to uncover. Today, we're going to dive into the next few signs, each one just as important and just as empowering. So let's pick up where we left off and continue this journey together. Sign number 4. Your mental health and emotional well-being. Let's start with something that doesn't always get the attention it deserves: mental health. How we feel emotionally, whether we're happy, stressed, anxious, or at peace, has a profound impact on our overall health and longevity. In fact, studies have shown that people who maintain a positive outlook and manage stress effectively tend to live longer, healthier lives. Now, I know life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. We all face challenges, especially as we get older. Maybe it's health issues, the loss of a loved one, or worries about the future. These feelings are completely normal, but the key is how we handle them. One of the most powerful tools for maintaining mental health is gratitude. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're thankful for can shift your perspective and help you focus on the good in your life. It doesn't have to be anything big. Maybe it's a beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a friend, or a delicious meal. Another important aspect of mental health is staying engaged and curious. Learning new things, whether it's a hobby, a language, or even how to use a new piece of technology, keeps your brain active and sharp. It's like exercise for your mind. And let's not forget about laughter. They say laughter is the best medicine, and there's truth to that. Watching a funny movie, sharing a joke with a friend, or even just smiling more often can boost your mood and reduce stress. If you're feeling overwhelmed or struggling with your mental health, don't hesitate to reach out for support. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or professional can make a world of difference. Remember, taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. Sign number 5, your sleep quality. Next, let's talk about something we all need but don't always prioritize: sleep. As we age, our sleep patterns can change. Maybe you find yourself waking up earlier or having trouble falling asleep. While these changes are normal, poor sleep quality can have a big impact on your health. Research has shown that getting enough restful sleep is linked to a lower risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. On the other hand, chronic sleep problems can weaken your immune system, affect your mood, and make it harder to stay active and engaged during the day. So, how can you improve your sleep? Here are a few tips. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, like reading or listening to calming music. Make your bedroom a sleep-friendly environment, cool, dark, and quiet. Limit caffeine and screen time in the evening. If you're still having trouble sleeping, it might be worth talking to your doctor. Sometimes underlying issues like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome can interfere with sleep, and addressing these can make a big difference. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Prioritizing rest is one of the best things you can do for your health and longevity. Sign number 6, your sense of purpose. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you: your sense of purpose. Have you ever thought about what gives your life meaning? Whether it's spending time with family, pursuing a passion, or contributing to your community, having a sense of purpose is a powerful predictor of longevity. Studies have shown that people who feel a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer and have a lower risk of chronic diseases. Why? Because having something to look forward to and feel passionate about gives us motivation, resilience, and a reason to take care of ourselves. If you're not sure what your purpose is, that's okay. It's never too late to explore new interests or rediscover old ones. Maybe it's volunteering, mentoring, or even starting a small project that brings you joy. One of my favorite examples is a woman in her 80s who started a community garden in her neighborhood. Not only did it give her a sense of purpose, but it also brought people together and created something beautiful for everyone to enjoy. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just has to matter to you. So take some time to reflect on what brings you joy and fulfillment. What makes you feel alive? Now that we've covered these next 3 signs: mental health, sleep, and sense of purpose, let's take a moment to connect the dots. These signs, along with the ones we discussed earlier, all work together to create a foundation for a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. In the next part, we'll explore the final sign that predicts longevity, and we'll tie everything together with some practical steps you can take to make the most of these insights. But for now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonates most with you? Have you noticed how mental health, sleep, or sense of purpose has impacted your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. We've come a long way in our conversation about the 7 signs that predict how long and how well we'll live after 70. So far, we've explored mobility, social connections, diet, mental health, sleep, and sense of purpose. Each of these signs is like a piece of a puzzle, and when we put them together, we get a clearer picture of what it takes to live a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. Now, let's dive into the final segnone that ties everything together and has a profound impact on our overall well-being. Sign number 7. Your resilience and adaptability. Life is full of ups and downs, and how we handle those challenges can make all the difference. This brings us to our final sign: resilient. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Research has shown that resilient people tend to live longer and enjoy a better quality of life. Why? Because resilience helps us cope with stress, maintain a positive outlook, and stay motivated to take care of ourselves, even in difficult times. Now, you might be thinking, but what if I'm not naturally resilient? The good news is that resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you can build. Here are a few ways to strengthen your resilience. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, especially when things don't go as planned. Focus on what you can control. Instead of worrying about things you can't change, put your energy into taking small, positive steps. Lean on your support system. Whether it's family, friends, or a support group, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Find meaning in challenges. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or, how can I grow from this? One of the most inspiring examples of resilience I've come across is a man in his 70s who lost his wife of 50 years. At first, he felt lost and unsure of how to move forward, but over time, he found solace in volunteering at a local hospice, where he could use his own experience to help others going through similar losses. Not only did this give him a sense of purpose, but it also helped him heal and find joy again. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or hardship, it's about finding ways to navigate through them and come out stronger on the other side, bringing it all together. Now that we've explored all 7 signs, let's take a moment to reflect on how they connect. Mobility keeps our bodies strong, social connections keep our hearts full, and a healthy diet fuels us from the inside out. Mental health and sleep ensure we're emotionally and physically rested, while a sense of purpose gives us direction and motivation. And resilience? That's the glue that holds it all together, helping us navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. The beauty of these signs is that they're not just predictors of longevity, they're also areas where we can take action. No matter where you're starting from, there are small, meaningful steps you can take to improve your health and well-being. Here are a few ideas to get you started. Take a short walk every day, even if it's just around your home or garden. Reach out to a friend or family member you haven't talked to in a while. Add an extra serving of vegetables to your meals or try a new healthy recipe. Spend a few minutes each day practicing gratitude or mindfulness. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to improve your sleep. Explore a new hobby or volunteer opportunity that brings you joy. Practice self-compassion and focus on what you can control when faced with challenges. Remember, it's not about making huge changes overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps that add up over time. A final word of encouragement. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Aging is a natural part of life, but how we age is largely up to us. By focusing on these 7 signs, we can take control of our health and happiness, no matter our age. You don't have to do everything perfectly, and it's okay to have setbacks along the way. What matters is that you keep trying, keep learning, and keep moving forward. Every small step you take today is an investment in your future, a future filled with vitality, joy, and purpose. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonates most with you? Have you tried any of the tips we've discussed? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to take their first step toward a healthier, happier life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and insights on living your best life at any age. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Here's to living a long, healthy, and fulfilling life, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.